Hi guys! Hello, it's me Coco and I'm here to talk about Alexa Bliss. Now, people have been wanting me to talk about her for a long time and I haven't been wanting to talk about her because she just irks my soul and she just makes my nerves really bad, and I have wrestling training in like a few hours, so I have to get ready. That's why I have this on my head, because I'm laying down my edges. I know a lot of you can't relate because a lot of y'all are edgeless, aka bald-headed. But anyways, we're gonna be talking about Alexa Bliss. So for you guys to probably understand why I don't like Alexa Bliss, you have to know from the start, the beginning. Okay. Now, I did not know Alexa Bliss in NXT. At that time, I wasn't a big fan of NXT. I was focused on the main roster girls, the divas, and then Charlotte and Sasha and Bailey came in. And, that's what I was focused on, girl. I was focused on the main roster girls. So when Alexa Bliss got called up to SmackDown, I was like, oh, okay, I don't know who she is, but she's has an interesting look about her. She has a bit of character, so yeah. Then she won the title from Becky Lynch, and I was like, okay. And then I'd watch her promos, and I was so entertained by her. She wasn't my favorite because I didn't really like her matches, but as a character, I enjoyed her. She was good. So she had the SmackDown run. I thought it was totally fine. It was okay. She wasn't the best wrestler, but I thought it was just it was enjoyable for what it was. Then she moved up to Raw, and then she had the feud with Bailey. The It's My Life. And then that's when I was kind of like, ugh. When she won the Raw Women's title, I was kind of like, oh. I still enjoyed her and her promos, but then when the It's Your Life segment came, I was like, ooh, okay. And then she lost the title at SummerSlam against Sasha Banks, which I was like, okay, Sasha's finally going to have a good reign. Well, no, because 8 days later, Alexa Bliss pinned Sasha Banks to become the Raw Women's champion again. And then that title reign, she held it for 222 days, I think, until WrestleMania. And that was like one of the worst reigns I could ever think of. I remember when she had the feud with Mickie James, I really wanted Mickie James to win because I just like, Mickie James deserves it. And she better not lose against Alexa Bliss, because Alexa Bliss cannot hang with Nia. I think during the third title reign, that's the second Raw Women's title reign. That's when I really noticed that the girl, her wrestling, like, the only thing that's carrying her is her mic skills. And, like, for me, that's not really enough. I mean, I like mic skills and I like character work, but at the end of the day, this is a wrestling show. You should be able to talk and then back it up in the motherfucking ring. Am I right or am I right? So, she beat Mickie James twice. And I remember the second time, she beat her with a slap. And I just remember crying in my motherfucking room because I was like, this bitch really just beat a legend with a fucking slap. Like, girl, what type? Ugh. Anyways, and then she had that match against Nia Jax at WrestleMania, which I thought was like a really bad match. Like, I don't hear anyone talk about that match because it was so lackluster and bad. Like, whoever decided to have that match at WrestleMania on the main card, I'm like, girl, I would have rather had the Divas Battle Royal on the main card than Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. So Nia won. Okay, whoop-de-whoop, moving on. I have a bit of a cold, sorry. Moving on to Money in the Bank 2018. No, like, y'all don't understand. That match, that's one of my favorite Money in the Bank matches of all time. But I despise Alexa Bliss on a whole nother level because of that match. When I tell you I hate her because of that match. When I tell you every single woman put in that work, did what needed to be done, and then you had Alexa Bliss, who did absolutely nothing. She basically sat outside and had a nap, and then during the end just came in and won the match. I thought it was a slap in the face to all the women in that match, because even Lana, and people know I do not like Lana. Me and Lana do not see eye to eye. But Lana did more in that match than Alexa Bliss did, and I think that says so much. It says so much. It says so much because Lana cannot wrestle for shit. Lana's trash, like another level of trash. But the fact that she outshined Alexa Bliss, who at that point was a 4-time women's champion, says a lot. So Alexa Bliss won that match, and I hated her. I wanted to slap the shit out of her. And then, to make matters worse, that same night, she cashes in and wins the Raw Women's Championship for the 3rd time, becoming a 5-time Women's Champion. My way. I couldn't. No. I could not do it. I think at that point I stopped watching Raw. Because I just thought that they were blatantly disrespecting me. Because, like, girl, I was watching SmackDown more than Actually, no. I wasn't watching SmackDown because at that point, Carmella was a SmackDown Women's Champion. So I just zoned out wrestling until SummerSlam with the triple threat with Carmella, Becky, and Charlotte. But I stopped watching Raw because, girl, I don't care how many fire promos Alexa Bliss could cut. She was still mediocre and trash in my eyes. The fact that people only like her because she has a pretty face, she had a butt, some boobs, and she had good mic skills. That was literally the only when I tell you, people on social media post Alexa Bliss's butt cheeks jiggling more than they do her actual ring skills. Like, they don't post any moves of hers being like, oh, look at Alexa Bliss, look at her gut. Like the DDT she just did on Io Shirai and Dakota. Nobody reposted it because of the DDT that no one reposted the video over and over again because of her. They reposted it because of Dakota and because of the way she sold it. That's what I'm saying. Alexa, ooh, girl. So then at SummerSlam, Alexa Bliss won the title. Then she just, after that title reign, she just went on a limbo. Like, she kind of just fell off. And I was really happy about her falling off because I just think she's trash. Like, trash. Like, then she changed characters multiple times and none of them have stuck. And now she is like a mediocre piece of like, she is so mediocre right now. Character-wise, ring-wise, mic skills-wise. And the fact that people on social media are still saying she deserves more. Girl, she doesn't deserve shit. I mean, right now she has that stale-ass theme song that her gay husband made. And she wrestles like she's in the fucking performance center. I feel like, I've only been doing wrestling training for like a month now. I feel like I could outdo Alexa Bliss in the ring. And I'm not even that good, girl. Like, I'm not even that good. Like, girl, like, Alexa Bliss is trash. And the fact that y'all hype her up, I don't know why. Is it recording? Let me check if it's recording. Okay, it's recording, because I was about to be pissed if it wasn't recording. But yeah, she is trash. She can't do shit in the ring. She can't do shit on the mic. Like, y'all really ever had that girl and have her feeling herself. Like, girl, she is not all that. Like, I feel like if you stand Alexa Bliss, you just have to either be a child, or you have to be an old man who sits in his fucking basement masturbating and jacking off to her. Like, these are the only two types of fans she has. You cannot be like a proper wrestling fan and say that you enjoy Alexa Bliss. Because I'm like, how? I think we've been seeing her. Did you see the match with Asuka, Bianca, and Alexa versus the Jobbers? Alexa Bliss was wrestling like that was her first time in a fucking ring. Did you see that fucking roly-poly that she did on one of the girls? Like, it looked like, that wasn't even a flip. That was a forward roll. I was like, girl, what is this? This is giving very much, hometown wrestler, very much, you know, when they pick out like a wrestler from someone's hometown just to wrestle one of the established girls so that they could have like a little bit of a jobber match. That's what Alexa Bliss was wrestling like. And now we have to talk about this whole Alexa Bliss, Bianca, and Asuka situation. I was so excited when I thought it was going to be Bianca, Asuka, and Becky Lynch versus Control. Like, y'all don't understand. When I thought that was going to be the matchup, I was ready and I was excited. I was like, oh yes, because Becky can go in the ring, Bianca can go in the ring, Asuka can go in the ring. They all have so much charisma. Like, I was just ready. I was ready to eat. And then Becky got injured. And they decided to replace her with Alexa Bliss. Y'all don't understand. When I saw Alexa Bliss announced as the partners, the third partner to Asuka and Bianca, I literally nearly fell on my knees and just started crying. Because I'm like, how How? Like, they give that girl so much. And I'm like, for what? For what? Like, what does she do that has y'all playing with her pussy so much? Like, girl, like, she is not good to me. Like, are you telling me that you see Bailey, Dakota, Io Shirai, Bianca, and Asuka inside a ring, and you say Alexa Bliss deserves to be in the ring with them? Like, is that what you're telling me? Like, you're not serious if that's what you think. You're not serious. I don't take you serious. You're a joke. You're a joke. You're a joke. I'm laughing in your face. LOL, LMFAO, ha ha ha. Like, kiki. Like, you're a joke. Like, get your red nose, get your makeup on, get your clown wig. You're a joke. Because, no ma'am. No one is going to convince me that Alexa Bliss is talented. No one is going to convince me that Alexa Bliss deserves to be in a ring with all those women. No one is going to tell me that Alexa Bliss deserves to still have her job. And no one is going to convince me that Alexa Bliss has ever been good in the ring. Like, even from the start of her career, she's never been good. The only matches where I can say she's had a good showing was her match against Sasha Banks. Because they do have good back and forth. I would say Charlotte, but Charlotte carries those matches. Charlotte carries those matches. I will say that. So the only good opponent that she has who she can have like a good back and forth with is Sasha Banks. And Sasha Banks could wrestle the fucking paper bag and make the paper bag look like fucking like Conor McGregor or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that hoe. But anyways, that was my video on me not liking Alexa Bliss. If you don't like Alexa Bliss too, you know, write it in the comments, girl. You know, I like Alexa Bliss kinda. If you like her, I mean, you can try and tell me why you like her. I mean, it's your opinion, but at the end of the day, your opinion is wrong. So yeah, I mean, thank you for watching my video. Follow me on Instagram at CocoWWE1. That's where I go live all the time, post a lot of content. And yeah, thank you very much for watching my video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.